Welcome to the Watering Hole. We're sitting down today with Mr. Koe Wetzel. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. My bets are hitting on college football. Had me a couple cold beers. Yeah, man.
That's awesome. Who's your college football team? I see you got a K-State can right there.
I just grabbed this out of the cooler. I do love Manhattan. Shout out Manhattan. Man, I don't have I'm not a big college football. I mean, I'm a huge college football fan. I don't really have a team. But right now, UT's doing good, so
Yeah.
I probably got to go with Texas.
Sweet, yeah, for sure. So we've both been big fans of yours for a while, man.
Thank you.
And so I've noticed, like, pouring through all of your catalog and everything, you have a flow to your albums. You guys put in skits, you guys do all that. So what's the inspiration behind your hilarious skits, by the way? They're awesome.
Oh, man, I was always a big Eminem fan. And so, like, from his earliest stuff, to coming up, he's always had skits in his records. So, I thought it'd be cool to kind of round out the record that way. And nothing against people who don't do skits, but it's just, I don't know. I think it just kind of adds a little bit more to it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of always been a part of it, and I think it gives a little bit more. I don't know, you can see a little bit more with it, I guess. I don't know.
For sure.
So we're based out of Stillwater,
Okay.
which we like consider the home of Red Dirt
There
and
we
the
go.
Pokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yesterday we got a chance to talk to Cody Canada,
Yeah.
and you have a song called Ragweed.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming Cody Canada and Cross Canadian Ragweed and Red Dirt in general
Yeah,
has played
sure.
a big part in your music.
Absolutely.
So can you talk to us about that song a little bit?
Yeah, so I've always been a big Cross fan. Cody, his family, man, they're like family to me. They've been really cool to me from the beginning. And Red Dirt music and Texas music, that whole thing has always intrigued me. I grew up listening to Texas music, and then the Stoney LaRue across, Jason Boland, stuff like that. It played a huge part in who I am, musically and as an artist. So I think that tune just kind of hit me one day, and it was kind of, there was a world without Cross Canadian Ragweed, and there still is. And I don't know, it was just she misses Ragweed like I do.
Yeah.
And we put the little melody to it, and I think Cody, he was probably a little pissed about it, but and we smoked it over and talked it out and smoothed it out. But no, man, it's he's an awesome person, man, and it's really cool to be able to pick up the phone now and give him a call whenever I want, you know, and we still have that friendship the way we do, man. It's been great.
That's awesome. So you just released Casamigos on Friday.
Yeah.
So, but I happen to know that you actually released for like 2 weeks. You released Hatchet and Casamigos together with a link, and you had your fans go listen to it and decide what they wanted on the Nine Lives album. What was it like to have your fans? What was the inspiration behind putting it up to them?
Actually, I didn't do that. My label did.
Oh, okay.
But the fans, they play a really huge part in a lot of the music, and I do value their opinion a whole lot. We wouldn't be where we're at today without our fan base. Because if y'all been fans for a while, so it's looking back on it. We never had any radio promotion or anything like that. It was all hearsay. People telling other people about it, and so man, it's always been really cool to get their opinion, and so to have that was really sick, and I guess Hatchet won for sure.
Yeah, I guess so.
But yeah, no, the record label, they thought it was a good idea, and I back what they gotta say too. So
Yeah, for sure.
We talked to Colby Cooper earlier today also, and he was kind of, I guess you and Colby were kind of the final remaining. We've had Treaty Oak, Geo, Dylan. We've had kind of this whole clan, but we were missing a few pieces. So we put those pieces in today, and he wanted us to ask you about the 150 Crickets story.
Man, so I was talking with Tracy Lawrence. I was on his podcast a couple months ago, and we were talking about bus pranks, and tour pranks, and I feel like everybody just kind of stopped doing pranks for some reason. And we had been wanting to prank somebody that was on tour with us, and who better than Colby Cooper, He's like a little brother to me, and man, great band, great group of guys, but sadly their ticket was called, so we were like, we'll do Crickets. And I was like, man, that's kind of shitty, right? You know, maybe we should do crickets. And then we were like, well, let's do the little packing peanuts. So we call up the venue the day before, and we're like, hey, can y'all go get a shit ton of packing peanuts and some live crickets? They're like, yeah, for sure. Why? And so I was like, well, we're gonna fill Kobe's bus up with it. And dude, we get in there and we start unloading all these peanuts and stuff. And by the end of, it was up to our knees. We were like, I felt really shitty. Kobe, if you see this, I apologize. I keep apologizing to him because I know retaliation's coming. They probably talked about it. But I think they're coming back out with us here in a couple weeks, and we're gonna be on guard. We'll probably have to break them again, but no, it was. We're trying to bring that back. You get on the road and it's you're always going, you're always tired. Stuff like that. It helps it. Helps you have a little bit more fun with it, and so yeah, that was. I can't wait to see what they have in store for us.
That's awesome. So I've really went and watched some of your videos. They have it like your vlog videos, and even like the album trailer that you guys dropped. So what's it like? What's the inspiration behind being able to make those really hilarious videos? The ones of like you and your 9 lives, or like even your vlogs, like Chug Buddies that I watched earlier today. It's hilarious, man.
Yeah, well, I'm a jackass, man. I'm a straight up goober, man, and but I like to have a lot of fun, man. My closest friends and family will tell you, I'm not this hardened rock party motherfucker. I'm a goober, man. So. I don't know. We have a lot of fun, and sometimes I'll just kind of get lost in it. And the trailer for the 9 Lives, our buddy JP and Wells kind of put it together, and we kind of all had this idea of it. And so to go in and to be able to do that was really cool, man. You got to see the inside of what's going on in my head a little bit, which is not a great, but no, it turned out to be pretty cool.
I love the part where I think it was like the Sunday side of you is like reading like a Proverbs.
And everybody else just fighting each other.
Yeah, everybody else.
Yeah, that's what's going on. Like, I know what's good and I know what's bad, but, sometimes that devil on your shoulder kind of weigh you down a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
So you like to golf too, right?
Love to golf.
You been golfing recently?
Man, I haven't been in a couple weeks, but yeah, I just got a deal with PXG where they sent me a whole brand new set of clubs.
That's awesome.
Got to go in and get fitted and and all that good stuff. So shout out to Darius Rucker and PXG for setting all that up. It didn't help my game out as much as I thought it would. But
I think everybody thinks that about golf clubs.
Yeah. Like, for the first couple of rounds, it does. You're like, because you're so excited, and then you just start hitting shitty shots again. You're like, I suck, But no, I love to golf. I like to get out there and just clear my head. I ain't got to worry about anything for 3 or 4 hours.
Right.
Yeah.
Get out there and hang with the boys, man. It's a lot of fun.
So I've heard you've actually are a big fisherman as well, and you've actually got the chance to fish on the Bassmasters, right?
Yeah.
So what was it like to fish on like the biggest stage in bass fishing?
It was cool, man, and it was fun. 'Cause I had a bunch of buddies that fish in the Bassmasters and our professional fishermen. Then you had Cody Cannon from Whiskey Myers that was fishing on there too. So it was good to get to hang out with a bunch of buddies, and to be on that stage was really wild. I grew up fishing. I grew up watching Bassmaster. So to get to fish with Matty Wong and to see how these guys go out and attack every day, it was a whole lot of fun, man. We had a great time doing it. I hope to continue to get to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I got one final question for you. So do you have a song out of everything you put out, or maybe even something you've written but haven't released to the public, that just means something to you, like extra special to you, compared to all your other songs?
Yeah, a lot of the songs that I'm writing right now and have recorded mean a lot to me, especially now that I'm getting older and kind of taking a step back and looking at everything, looking at my past, my whole career, because it's going to be 13 years in October that we've been doing this stuff. So to kind of take a step back and look at everything on a bigger scale, it means a shit ton to me, So everything that I'm writing now, if it's a goofy song or if it's super deep and raw and real, I think all of them right now have that kind of sense of, I don't know, they mean a whole lot to me. Yeah, so it's, I don't know, it's not nothing, like, I don't know, like, I don't have any children or anything like that. So children, I don't have a wife or anything, so it's not like meaningful like that. But yeah, man, all these songs that I'm talking about now, it's just life in general and the way my outlook on it now compared to the past.
That's awesome. Koe, thank you so much for giving us a chance to talk to you today.
Yeah.
You're a huge inspiration to a lot of the stuff that we do and the stuff that the people that we get to talk to. You're a lot of their inspiration, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you down the road.
Hey, man, well, I appreciate y'all having me, man. This is awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sure.